I just watched a video featuring Matt Damon, sponsored by water.org. He's talking about clean water and a lot of different issues. So I think his video is really great because he talks about some of the statistics with water and world water issues, which there's a lot of them. Watching Matt Damon's video for water.org made me want to create a video telling you guys about my experiences with world water issues and my trip to Haiti and a piece of artwork that I created in response to that. So yeah, I was having a conversation with a friend the other day about like what's the best way to help people. Like a lot of people are like, oh, you should do as much as you can at home. You should work in the US, you should donate money to causes in the US, you should stay local. And although I'm very much a supporter of staying local, I also think that it's really important to do things abroad, simply because our money and our resources go so much farther abroad. So you can send $400 to Haiti and sponsor a teacher's salary for a year and 10 students to go to school for a year. And granted, you have to have the right connections and you have to have a good way to get it there, which up until like this past year, I did have a connection there who I'd worked with for my trip, and someone who was very honorable and respectable and like wasn't corrupt. And he would get the money to the community. $30 a month, you can sponsor a child in various countries, and that includes like food, education, and then depending on which program you use, maybe some other like basic health or maybe animals, or some of them do Bibles or that type of thing. So it depends on like what your beliefs are and what you line up with. But there are a lot of organizations and trustworthy ways to get money to other places. So I think that it's a good thing. Do what your heart says though. Like follow your heart. Don't necessarily listen to me. Because for $25, you can give someone clean water for life. That's another thing that's incredible. It's kind of right along with the school. Like, it's so cheap to fund education in other places, and it's so cheap to fund water, and it's so cheap, like, even going to Haiti. It is insanely cheap to travel to some of these places. That's a little bit about, like, why I think we should be doing things in other places. Like, we have the resources, and we have the wealth, and it's so easy for us to help people in other countries. So 780 million people lack access to clean water. That's twice the population of the entire United States. That's incredible. We are so fortunate to be able to just go into our kitchen and drink water. I can just pick up my water bottle and take a drink. There's nothing to it. There's nothing to it at all. And actually, after my trip to Haiti, I wrote a blog post on things that I'm thankful for. Like, I got up and went to my kitchen and just got some water. So that whole thing made me think about how, like, in Haiti, you can't just drink the water there. Like, you need a well or you need a pump of some sort. Like, otherwise you're drinking water that people bathed in and water that like people peed in and animals, and it's not safe. We went down there to work on a chicken coop and build a chicken coop for the community of Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo was about 45 minutes, well, between 20 and an hour and a half drive from Port-au-Prince. So we went to that community, we built a chicken coop, and the women kept getting like our jobs taken away by the Haitian men, which I thought was awesome because I'm totally a believer in like you go places, you equip people so that they can do things. Like you don't go in, you're not their savior. Like you're a resource and a helper to make things better in the long run. I was totally cool with the Haitian men taking, like, especially the women's jobs. But it also meant that I got to play around like 40 Haitian kids. 40 was like the average probably. One of the art projects I took and did down there, I think I took 60 like pre-made string sets of just like embroidery floss knotted and cut for people to make friendship bracelets with, and they went like crazy. So I have a poster in response to that whole experience dealing with water. I think I'm gonna have to move, so just give me a second. I think it's too big. All right, so it says, water links us to our neighbor in a way more profound and complex than any other. And that's a quote you can see right there. But this is one of the photos that I took while I was in Haiti. And I'll show you guys some others, just of the kids and the people I worked with. So yeah, I guess I just wanted to share a little bit about my poster and about Haiti and about world water and respond to this video. I think there's a lot going on in my head, so this video might be a little bit jumbled. I will try to edit it so you guys don't have to deal with my weirdness. How did you celebrate World Toilet Day? Yeah, 2.5 billion people lack the access to basic plumbing or toilets. That's insane. That is insane. It does not need to be that way. When we were in Haiti, there really weren't any toilets. There was an outhouse that the Americans got to use and the volunteers got to use. It was an outhouse where there was a porcelain toilet, and you went to the water, like the water pump in the community, and you fill up a big bucket with water, and you carry it back, and then you dump the water in the toilet, and that's how you flush it. So, like I said, there weren't toilets there. The people in the community, they did not have any access to a toilet or a bathroom of any kind. Yeah, so I'm not going to use the bathroom until every person in the world has clean water. I can't see. Let me stand up and back up. But what else? I got up and went to my kitchen and just got some water. I have a filter in our refrigerator because the building we live in, turns out there's like some weird, it's old pipes, old building. They didn't put the pipes together right, so our water is sometimes brown. It's safe, but it's just weird. So that whole thing made me think about how, like, in Haiti, you can't just drink the water there. Like, you need a well or you need a pump of some sort. Like, otherwise you're drinking water that people bathed in and water that like people peed in and animals, and it's not safe. Supporting world water. And oh, sorry, that's in the video. How did you celebrate World Toilet Day? Yeah, I didn't celebrate. Sad. Let me see what else